The Chu family caravan moved at an unhurried pace along the dusty road, until, without warning, a band of ruthless outlaws emerged ahead, sealing off their path. Lin Qian's face shifted in an instant, dread flooding his eyes as he sensed among the bandits a presence nearing the formidable Xiantian realm. A hulking bandit lunged forward with explosive force, raising his blade high before bringing it down in a savage, full-powered strike. The steward reacted swiftly, slipping aside just in time, but the blade crashed into the unfortunate horse beside him, cutting it down in a single blow. Lin Qian staggered back in alarm, realizing with chilling clarity that his opponent's movements were no mere Jianghu techniques, but bore the discipline and lethality of battlefield martial arts. The bandit sneered at the mention of the imperial court, his heavy blade carving through the air in fierce arcs that howled with destructive power. Steel clashed against steel again and again, sparks scattering like fireflies as the fight escalated into a brutal, high-stakes confrontation. Lin Qian's strength began to falter, his footing unsteady as he was driven back by relentless, suffocating blows. The bandit leader pressed forward mercilessly, surging ahead like a predator closing in for the kill. A savage gleam lit the bandit's eyes, bloodlust and triumph intertwined, as he saw his opponent utterly drained of strength. Gathering everything into a final strike, he unleashed a decisive slash, the blade screaming through the air with terrifying force. Crimson sprayed across the ground, the steward collapsed, struck down by a fatal blow with no chance of survival. Lin Qian fell in battle, his shattered sword lying abandoned beside his lifeless body upon the cold earth. Seeing the strongest protector cut down, Chu Xiang's face turned ashen, fear draining every trace of color from him. They had fallen just like that. Honored heroes, please stay your hands. I am from the Chu family of Tongzhou Prefecture. In Xiangmeng Mountain, invoking the Chu family name means nothing. Very well, I'll show the Chu family some courtesy and spare your life. Return and deliver a message. Kill all the stewards. Leave the goods behind. The rest of you, go back and spread the word. Those who break the rules of Xiangmeng Mountain meet this fate. Chu Xiang stood frozen, despair consuming him as his remaining loyal men were cut down one after another before his eyes. A rough hand seized his collar, dragging him away like prey caught in a hunter's grasp. He was thrown violently onto the ground, his desperate cries echoing helplessly through the empty forest. I said I wouldn't kill you, not that I'd leave you whole. Pray for a better fate in your next life. 3 days later, at Chu Xio's residence. Young Master Chu, where did you learn such a sinister blade technique? Its nature is dark, certainly not of the righteous path. Martial arts exist to kill, whether righteous or wicked is meaningless, as long as it serves its purpose. Chu Xio's progress is frightening. When I first saw him, he could barely injure Lian Laosan, yet in just 2 months, I am no longer his equal, truly terrifying. Young Master, the 4th young master has been carried back, crippled beyond recovery. Lin Qian and several stewards have also perished. Father must be grieving deeply. Let's go see for ourselves. In the grand hall, Chu Xiang lay sprawled on the ground, groaning in agony, while a heavy, oppressive silence filled the clan. Family head Chu, your son's limbs are shattered. With such delay in treatment, I fear he will remain bedridden for life. Beep it! Second brother, our 4th brother lies in such a state, yet you calmly drink tea. Are you pleased by this? Pleased? I'm nearly in tears, but will tears heal him? Father, now is not the time for sorrow. If we mishandle this, it won't just be 4th brother, we may all suffer. Speak your thoughts. We've already formed a deadly feud with those bandits. The question now, do we fight or not? If we do, we must prepare thoroughly. They killed Lin Qian with ease. If we don't, how will our caravans pass Xiangmeng Mountain? A detour may be necessary, but the final decision rests with you, Father. If we choose to fight, our capable fighters are few, the bandit leader's strength is unknown, this is unwise. Father, this matter requires careful deliberation, even government troops have failed against those bandits. Eldest brother is right, we must be cautious, besides, 4th brother acted recklessly. For a mere 200 taels, we lost a blood condensation expert. Indeed. Master, please reconsider carefully. With the Chu family behaving in such a manner, it is already a miracle they have endured until today. Everyone is fixated solely on personal gain. No one is thinking for the family as a whole. Master, you must uphold justice for Xiang'er. Silence, do you think I do not wish to? But for Xiang'er alone, should we risk the fate of the entire Chu family? Besides, I warned him to be cautious before he left, yet he acted so recklessly. Family head, seeking vengeance at a time like this is truly unwise. When forced beneath low eaves, one must bow their head. If we avoid Shangman Mountain, the caravan's losses will be devastating. Grand Uncle. Eldest uncle speaks wisely, then we shall spare those bandits for now. However, who will take charge of the caravan next time? The other party clearly holds no regard for the Chu family. Whoever goes will be courting disaster. Among all the brothers, only you, Chu Xio, possess both courage and precision, with the strongest capability. Why not make another trip to Shangman Mountain? Humph, you only remember me when danger arises? Chu Xio, since your eldest uncle has spoken, then you should go. May I ask, father, does our Chu family still abide by its rules? What kind of question is that? Of course we have rules. Since rules exist, matters should not be handled in this way. The caravan's profits doubled under my management, yet with a single word from father, it was handed to fourth brother. Now that he has ruined everything, you ask me to clean it up again. Whose caravan is this, in the end? With everything handled so carelessly, I refuse to accept this. To think that the first person in the Chu family to defy Chu Zongguang's command would be Chu Xio. Has he lost his mind? Damn it, to dare defy me, just watch as I strip you of your authority and make you kneel in the ancestral hall. However, aside from Chu Xio, it seems no one else is capable of going. Chu Kai and the others lack both skill and courage, and the stewards are no better. Xiang'er and the others are already injured to such an extent, yet you still intend to take the caravan from them. What does his injury have to do with me? Carry Xiang'er away so he can recover properly. From this moment onward, he is no longer to interfere in any Chu family affairs. From now on, the caravan will be placed under your control, and no one will take it from you. Go to the accounting room and collect the silver, use it as you see fit, but do not allow the Chu family to suffer excessive losses. Rest assured, father, I will handle it immediately. I will not let the Chu family incur any losses. Beneath the dazzling sunlight, the Chu family estate stood majestic and imposing, yet within its walls, undercurrents of schemes and ruthless power struggles quietly churned. By my father's order, bring me 10,000 taels of silver. At once. I once believed my enemies were those three fools, but now it seems Chu Zongguang himself is the greatest obstacle. Without his approval, I will never become the heir. A sinister, shadow-laced smile curled across Chu Xio's lips. But as long as I kill or cripple Chu Kai and the other two, the position of heir can only fall to me. With these 10,000 taels, my dealings with Boss Han will proceed even more smoothly. The opportunity will come sooner or later. 1 month later. I miscalculated. Chu Xio, whom we spent a fortune to win over, has become completely uncontrollable. Had I known, I should have secured Chu Xio as well. Now, his threat surpasses even Chu Kai's. Exactly, Chu Xio's capabilities far exceed Chu Kai's, and he is currently in the spotlight. What should we do? I have no better option. The master despises internal strife the most. If we wish to deal with Chu Xio, it must be done from the outside. Therefore, I plan to seek out your maternal grandfather, Ding Kaishan. That's right, how could I forget grandfather? He stands at the peak of the blood condensation realm. Having run his martial arts hall for over a decade, his disciples are spread across the 3 great families. He will certainly have a solution. Kaishan Martial Arts Hall. Master of the Kaishan Martial Arts Hall, Ding Kaishan. Daughter, I told you long ago, how wonderful it would have been if you had married Chun Fan, the illegitimate son of the Chun family in Ludong Prefecture. He was accepted by an elder of the Kunlun Sword Sect, a great power in Wen Commandery. He has already surpassed the Xiantian realm and reached the 3rd stage of Qi control, yet you insisted on marrying Chu Zongguang, and after more than 20 years, he remains stuck in the Xiantian realm. Father, I came to ask for your help. What is the point of bringing this up now? If Xinger inherits the Chu family, your martial arts hall will prosper alongside it, will it not? Forget it. Chu Zongguang is only in his 50s, I will not live to see that day. However, I heard from my disciples that a wealthy merchant from the state of Yan intends to negotiate a major deal with the family caravan. They wish to purchase ore from the Chu family's Nanshan mining area and have already paid a deposit. Damn it, how does Chu Xio always end up with all the good fortune? This may not necessarily be a blessing. If Chu Xio cannot deliver the ore, the caravan's reputation will be destroyed, and Xinger will have his chance. The ore from the Nanshan mining area is indeed under my control, but I plan to withhold it. If it disrupts the family's business, Chu Zongguang will not let me off lightly. Daughter, stop fixating on the Chu family's small domain. Broaden your vision. Who told you to withhold it? If you sell it elsewhere first, would that not achieve the best of both worlds? That ore is worth tens of thousands of taels. Who could possibly buy it all at once? Besides, the price cannot be too low, or Chu Zongguang will never agree. There is no need to lower the price. I will have the Li family purchase this ore. There will certainly be profit, and Chu Zongguang will have nothing to say. There is no need to lower the price. I will have the Li family purchase this ore. There will certainly be profit, and Chu Zongguang will have nothing to say. The Li family is absolutely out of the question. They are mortal enemies of the Chu family. No one would agree. If you fear wolves ahead and tigers behind, how will you ever achieve anything? Do not worry, sell the ore to me first, and I will resell it. How much ore can you produce in a month? Then I will trouble you. I am not entirely sure, roughly 50,000 caddies. Tomorrow, have someone deliver the ore. The price will certainly exceed 50,000 taels. The old man laughed with deep satisfaction, inwardly mocking his daughter's naivety. To him, this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance to reap enormous profit. The next day. Hall Master Ding, the ore has arrived. How many caddies were delivered? 57,000 caddies. Change it, reduce it to 52,000 caddies. Hall Master Ding, that is suddenly 5,000 caddies less. I will have no way to explain this when I return. Do you know who I am? Who would dare make you explain? Just adjust the accounts slightly. Remember, say nothing unnecessary when you return. Understood, understood. Next, the third young master Li family. Third young master of the Li family, Li Zhao. After the old patriarch's passing, although your Li family lacks Xiantian martial artists, under the leadership of the three young masters, it continues to flourish. Hall Master Ding flatters us. May I ask what brings you here today? Are you aware of Chu Xio, the second son of the Chu family? Humph, that bastard humiliated my subordinate Li Jing in Yanbao town, and even killed members of our family. This debt will be repaid sooner or later. Such a thing truly occurred? My visit today is precisely because of him. Recently, the sons of the Chu family. That is the situation. Do you want this batch of ore? The Li family happens to be in need of refined ore. For those 55,000 caddies, I will offer 70,000 taels. As for the Chu family, I do not fear them. Then it is settled. To avoid complications, come and collect it within the next 2 days. 70,000 taels, I will give 55,000 to the Chu family. My daughter can account for it, and I will still make a substantial profit. I just saw Ding Kaishan. What business does that old fox have here? Eldest young master of the Li family, Li Qing. That man would never act without profit. Dealing with him will bring you no advantage. Second young master of the Li family, Li Yin. Eldest brother, second brother, this time he truly brought us benefits. It goes like this. Third brother, you acted too rashly. Without father, our Li family has remained safe only because of the Shen family's internal conflict and the Chu family head's focus on cultivation. If the Chu family discovers this, we will be in grave danger. Do not worry, eldest brother. Old man Ding is doing this to help his grandson seize power. Someone within the Chu family is covering for us. It is always better to proceed with caution. Tomorrow, personally lead a team to deliver the ore to Qingyuan town and have it forged into weapons. Eldest brother is overly cautious. What could possibly go wrong? The next day. Second young master, something terrible has happened. A batch of ore that had already received a deposit has been sold off by someone within the family. Why panic? Speak clearly. Yes, the ore meant for a noble family from the state of Yan was sold by the second madam to her father, Ding Kaishan. If we cannot supply new ore, the caravan will be unable to trade in Qingyuan town. Furthermore, this servant discovered that Ding Kaishan resold the ore to the Li family. Early this morning, the Li family's third young master brought men to the Kaishan Martial Arts Hall to retrieve it. The Li family, is it? Very well. Manhwa, gather the men, we head to the Kaishan Martial Arts Hall, understood? Understood. Move faster. Taking my goods and thinking you can walk away so easily, third young master Li, are you not being far too naive? Chu Xio, your arrogance knows no bounds. I purchased this ore from Hall Master Ding. What does it have to do with you? Li Jiao, there are matters you should not interfere in. Are you truly willing to become my enemy over this batch of ore? Become your enemy? That happened long ago, in Yuanao town. You killed my subordinate and humiliated me. Have you forgotten? The matter of Li Jing. I truly have forgotten. They were nothing more than unruly servants. I will ask you one last time, will you hand over this batch of ore or not? I will not. What can you do about it? Without giving his opponent even a moment to react, Chu Xio struck first, his attack erupting like thunder. The sheer force behind the blow forced Li Jiao to stagger back, his face filled with shock and disbelief. How can his strength be so overwhelming? And to attack over a mere disagreement, has he lost his sanity? Chu Xio's blade carved icy arcs of light through the air. Each strike saturated with dense, suffocating killing intent. A devastating slash shattered Li Jiao's defenses with unstoppable momentum. His weapon flew from his grasp as he stood frozen in the courtyard, eyes wide with terror. With a gaze as cold as frost and a roar brimming with murderous intent, Chu Xio swung his sword for the final strike, leaving his enemy no path to survival whatsoever. Go to hell.